We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all.
Lose yardage to start things out.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Quick throw completed by Watson. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Cedric Tillman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Bears 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now Fields. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Bears 0.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Watson off play action, rolling to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Browns 17. Bears nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bears.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Watson. Throw complete to Bell.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Cedric Tillman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Bears first down.
Fields on 1st down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They snap it to Fields.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Fields.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
That pass complete to Moore.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now it's Watson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Jones on the return. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bears take over.
Their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Watson's pass
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bears' 42-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Kelsey, 53 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to come. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown Bears!
Michael Pittman,
52 yards.
and the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after here coming up. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Bears 28, Browns 27.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Strong.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Irwin, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
38-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Watson.
Flush to his right.
And this one too low.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here now, 3rd down. To throw, Watson.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Watson to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Watson.
This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Watson. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. One last throw here for Watson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
All eyes on Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins. Ball scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And this taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.